this video I'll be explaining how to connect a DC motor to the Arduino. And while I'm talking about the DC motor, I'll be explaining some of the components that must be there so that the DC motor will work. The main two things that you see right now is the blue board, which is the board that has the CPU of the Arduino that controls the circuits, and it is connected to the computer so that you can write your code on the computer and upload it to the board. And the white board is called the breadboard, where you can plug in the wires and the component to test your circuit. Now I'll talk you through the circuits. First thing is the DC motor, which converts the electric energy to rotational mechanical energy. Then the DC motor is connected to a diode. The main function of a diode is to allow the current to pass through one direction while blocking it in the opposite direction. And since DC motor works on a high current that Arduino cannot provide directly, this is why we need the current amplifier, which is connected directly to the diode. And the main job of the current amplifier is to increase the current that's provided by the Arduino. After the current amplifiers comes the potentiometer that controls the value of the resistance. And since the voltage is directly related to the resistance by Ohm's law, we can control the voltage that is delivered to the DC motor by controlling the resistance by the potentiometer. The connection may not be clear here on the hardware, so I will be explaining them again in Tinkercad. I built the same circuit using Tinkercad. Here first we started by connecting the ground to the minus and the 5 volt to the plus. We connected the motor to the diode and to the plus sign, and we connected the minus sign to the other side of the diode. The diode is also connected to the amplifier, as we said. The amplifier has three letters here: C, B, E. E is the emitter, C is the collector. So we connect the emitter to the minus and the collector by the diode, and we connect the B to the 9 here in the board. And the potentiometer, we connect the right side to the minus and the left side to the plus, and we take the reading to A0. So by controlling this, the Arduino will read the value of the potentiometer. And the code, we start by serial begin 9600, so that it will read it's just a way to open the board to read the potentiometer. And we define bin mode A0 as an input, bin mode 9 as an output, which is the amplifier. We need the 5 volt amplifier to enlarge the current. After that, we started the void loop, and we defined the potentiometer value as an integer, and we can assign it to analog read A0. After that, at line 8, we serial print is just a way to print the sensor value, as well as line 9. At line 10, we define motor value as an integer, and we map the value of the motor by the value of the potential value. So if the value of 0 of the potentiometer is 0, the value of the motor value is 0. And if the value of the potentiometer is 1023, the motor value is 255. After that, we wrote analog write 9 motor value, so that the value of the motor value we wrote it to the analog 9, which is the amplifier. After that, serial print to print the motor value, and serial print to print the motor value. If we start simulating, here as you can see the value of the rotational speed, and here is the value of the sensors and the motor value. If we played with this potentiometer, as we decrease this, it will decrease the rotational speed, and if we increase it, the rotational speed will increase, as you can see. If we made it this, the value of the motor value will be 255, and the value of the potentiometer is 1023, and the DC motor will have the highest speed, which is almost 10,000.